All right, what is up? So today we're going over our new and improved top-down movement session. This can be used as a warm-up, it can be used as a standalone workout, or it can be used as your movement session as you take breaks throughout the day. This can be used with weight or without weight. Today we will demo without weight so that we can get the movements down and right. Also, as we go through this, what's most important is focusing on correct posture, correct form, and having a mind-muscle connection so that you're really emphasizing the movement and the muscles that you're trying to work during the movement. Now, we call this top down because it will remind us to hit all the body parts so that we don't miss anything. So let's start with some arm raises. With these arm raises, we're looking to get the arms up as high as we can with elbows nice and locked. You're looking to get your upper arms in line with your ears. We're looking to get 5 to 10 reps of these. At the top, we want a nice squeeze. Again, a nice full extension with locked elbows. All right, next we're doing some lateral raises. So with feet up under the hips, we're just raising our arms out to the sides. And again, we're looking to keep the elbows nice and locked. And as I'm at the top of this movement, I want to get a nice squeeze. 5 to 10 reps. All right, now still working on the shoulders. We're going to bend over at the waist, push the hips back. Make sure you keep a tight, flat lower back here. And we're doing some reverse flies. Again, keeping the elbows nice and locked and straight. 5 to 10 reps. All right, then come back standing up, feet up under the hips. We're going to do some high pulls. You can imagine having a bar connecting your hands here. And what we want is to keep the hands close to the body and get the elbows nice and high. 5 to 10 reps. All right, next we're going to work on our pulling movement. So we're going to bend over at the waist, push the hips back. I'm going to have my arms hanging here as if I have some dumbbells in my hand or maybe a barbell. And then I'm just going to pull and squeeze. Now what I'm squeezing here is my back muscles, also known as the lats. So we're looking to pull with the elbows going nice and high, close to the body. Think about maybe bringing your hands up to just below your chest. We're doing 5 to 10 reps of some pulls with a nice squeeze. All right, now we want to work on our chest. So we can do an elevated push-up. We can do a push-up from the ground on the knees. And what we're looking for here is 5 to 10 reps. We want to keep the elbows in tight to the body. And then we want to make sure our chest touches all the way to the ground. Give me 5 to 10 reps. And then let's get back on the feet. So now we're going to do the arms. I like to hit the biceps and the triceps at the same time. So with nice good posture, with feet up under the hips, we're going to do a bicep squeeze, and then we're going to do a tricep extension, really squeezing those triceps. All right, 5 to 10 reps. A squeeze and a squeeze. All right, so now we're coming down to the hips and the legs. So let's start with 5 to 10 good mornings. With the good mornings, we want our feet up under our hips. We have our shoulders pinched back, and I'm pushing my hips back until I feel a stretch in my butt and my hamstrings, and then I'm opening my hips all the way forward. 5 to 10 reps, pushing the hips back, opening the hips all the way forward. All right, so now let's get some high knees in place, but these are going to be nice and deliberate. So I'm trying to bring my knee up and get it as high as I can while I keep that bottom leg nice and planted, almost like I'm driving my foot into the ground while at the same time bringing my knee up as high as I can get it. This is super functional. Think about stepping over a fence or something. All right, 5 to 10 reps. And again, the goal is to get that knee as high as you can with a little pause and control at the top. 5 to 10 reps on each leg. All right, so next we're going to add to the high knee by doing an extension. We call this a scale. So we're going to bring the leg up, we're going to extend the leg, and I'm going to try to keep this leg as straight as I can and then bring it up as high as I can while keeping it really straight with that bottom leg nice and locked. All right, then we'll do the same thing on the other side. Extend the leg, and then try to bring it up as high as you can. Extend the leg. Try to bring it up as high as you can. 5 to 10 reps on each side. All right, then we're going to take that to one more level, and this is what we call our front to back scale. So we're going to transition from that front scale into a back scale. I'll show you how we do it. So we bring the leg up, and we extend the leg. We try to get as high as we can, and then we're bringing it all the way back. And when I'm here, I'm going to try to make a straight line with my upper back and my leg going all the way back. All right. So again, we extend the leg, bring it up as high as we can, and then we're bringing it back here and here, nice and squeeze. You'll see it requires some balance, and I'm also trying to keep my body in a straight line. All right, so that's one rep. Again, bring the leg up, come back, nice little squeeze, balance. We're looking to get 5 to 10 reps on each side. Now, the whole time we're doing this, we're maintaining really good posture, keeping our shoulders nice and pinched back. So now we're going to mimic some deadlifts. For the deadlift, we have our feet up under our hips. And you can imagine having a bar here in front of you, or maybe having a couple of dumbbells, and we're pushing the hips back, bending at the waist, bringing the hands down to about mid-shin, and then standing all the way up. 5 to 10 reps, pushing the hips back, bending at the waist, coming all the way down with the hands to mid-shin. All right, next, let's get some squats in. For the squat, we have a little bit wider of a stance. You can think maybe shoulder width stance. Toes are slightly pointing out, and you can have your knees in line with your toes. We're sending the hips back while fighting to keep the chest up, opening the knees, ideally dropping down below parallel, standing all the way up. At the top, I like to give a good squeeze to my quads and my butt. Then we're looking to get 5 to 10 reps of a nice, deliberate squat. Next, let's do some bootstraps. For the bootstraps, we're maintaining our squat stance, and we're dropping down into the bottom of the squat and getting nice and deep, pushing the knees out, getting a nice stretch, maybe moving the knees a little bit. And then we're going to grab our toes, push our hips up, push the hips back, get a nice stretch. You should feel this in your hamstrings. You should feel a little tug in your lats. And then we're standing all the way up, and we'll do 4 more of those at least, trying to get 5 to 10 reps. Bottom of the squat, chest is nice and high, pushing the knees out, maybe getting a little bit of movement down here, grabbing the toes, pushing the hips up, getting a nice stretch, and then just a few more of those. All right, next we're going to do some cobras into some downward dogs. All right, so for the cobra, we're looking to get on the ground with our hands right here by our armpits. We're going to flex into a cobra, and then we're going to go into a downward dog, pushing the head through, and then we want to pedal out the calves and get some really good stretches in the calves. And again, 5 to 10 reps. Nice cobra, downward dog, pushing the head through, getting a few calf stretches. All right, now while we're down here, let's get a few scorpions in. So we're going to put the arms out into a T. We're going to bring one arm in and rotate and try to rotate our hips. 5 to 10 reps on each side. And then finally, we're going to finish with some calf raises. 5 to 10 reps. Nice control at the top. Slow down. 5 to 10 reps. All right, that is our new and improved top-down movement session. Again, you can use it as a warm-up. You can do 2, 3, 5 sets of it as a workout, and you can even add resistance with some dumbbells or some bands. Questions, comments, feedback, even snide remarks, send it my way, and as always, keep it real.